Hi, I'm Mackenzie Oscar. I am a senior this year and I am on the men's rowing team.
Mackenzie, you have an interesting story. You started out as a rower in the women's team. Talk a little bit about your rowing experience here at SPU.
I came here having already had experience since 9th grade, just rowing club, and then came here kind of on a whim, joined just really unexpectedly, and raced 2010 at the Nationals, and that's when we got second. So that was a really cool experience, and then carried on over into the next year as a rower, and now I'm a coxswain.
Can you describe how was that transition, or how did it come about that you became a coxswain?
Yeah, also very unexpected. I got 2 concussions one morning. Well, one morning, yeah, I got a concussion, and then got another one about a week later, and so that kind of took me out of the game, and now, yeah, it just kind of seemed like a natural transition because I was kind of out of shape, and yeah, it just seems like a natural role.
Was that your idea to become a coxswain, or did Coach approach you? What happened there?
Yeah, definitely not my idea. I would have never chosen that role. And we were kind of lacking coxswains, and Coach kind of came to me and was like, "Can you fill in for a little bit?" And I was like, "Sure, but I really still want to row." And then it just became more, I guess, more understandable that I was going to fill that role on the men's team.
Do you have a new appreciation for coxswains that you maybe didn't have as a rower?
Yeah, huge appreciation for that. There's just so much that I don't think I fully respected as a rower, realizing just the steering and how much you have to be just aware of your surroundings and all that.
What was the most difficult transition for you?
Wow, just not being on like the athletic side, I think, and really having to be aware of where everything else was. That wasn't something that I ever had to worry about before.
Well, you are coxing in a very talented boat here. It's the Men's Novice 4 that's had great results here on the West Coast. Why has this group been so successful this year?
They really are just like the best of friends. I think that plays a huge role into that. They get along incredibly well, and I think because of that, they don't really want to let each other down. They've really just been pushing all year round, and letting your teammates down is just the worst. So I think that's a huge role in it.
The crew is going to travel cross country to Philadelphia for the Dad Vail Regatta, a giant regatta, and essentially the national championship for this group. You've competed there as a rower. Does that help you at all in your role as a coxswain, you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Knowing the course and knowing where kind of the tough points are, I think, and yeah, just knowing where to fight, and I think as a coxswain, just being able to motivate them along the way, and just kind of know the course, I think.
You're going to race against a number of crews that you haven't seen before. As a coxswain, how does that dynamic work? What do you do when you don't know what your opponents have?
I think just doing like research, just being aware of how the other crews have been doing throughout the year. Coach keeps us pretty aware of that sort of thing. So yeah, just kind of gauging how we're doing and comparing that to past results and where we're going with our last race. So.
Lastly, do you feel like that gives you a little advantage as a coxswain, having been a rower? You know where you know what it's like to be in their seat?
Yeah, I think so. Just given the amount of improvement that occurs over the year, knowing that we can push harder than we have been, and we've been doing so well throughout the year. I know as a rower it's very encouraging to have your last race and to know that you can really just push it that little bit further.
Great, thank you so much.
Yeah.